Oh my goodness gracious, summer is here and Nintendo says let's make it hot. They are dropping so many Supreme sales on the eShop right now. They just got unveiled and there's so many first-party Nintendo games. Big ones, and we're talking all about them, guys and girls. This is one of the best sales we've seen, so thanks so much for being here. Make sure to smash that like button if you are excited for these sales and getting more good stuff on Switch. Let me know in the comments down below, as always, which games you are targeting, and it's going to be a tough choice because there's a lot of big heavy hitters, including Mario, DK, and more. So make sure you watch the whole video also. And if you have any recommendations for your friends, put those in the comments as well. This is gonna be such a cool sale. And you know what else is gonna be cool? The freaking PS5. It's getting revealed this week. And if any of you are excited to find out what games are coming to PlayStation 5, how to get them cheap, when they're launching, and just everything that is going to be so cool about the next-gen consoles, including Xbox Series X, we just launched a secret new channel called XPForce, and you guys and girls can be the first to check it out and subscribe. I'd love to see you over there. It's going to become SwitchForce's sister site, so click the link in the description down below and check it out. Now, my friends, let's get to this wonderful list, and it kicks off with a heavy Nintendo hitter in the form of Super Mario Party for $41.99. That puts it at 30% off, and 30% off is pretty darn great for the normally always $60 mainline Mario mainstays. I think this is a good price for a game that is a little bit overrated and also a little bit underrated. It has sold a ton of copies. It doesn't get a lot of love, but it's actually a pretty good iteration of Mario Party. I think Super Mario Party 2 is going to be the sweet spot. Whether that comes this year, next year, sometime in the near future, I bet it does. But right now, Mario Party has a lot of fun, really quality minigames. The phone a friend and bring in the assist characters is pretty darn cool, and I love that every character has their own dice block. It adds originality, it adds variability. All they need is true online and more boards. Why didn't they put DLC? One will never know. Next up, we've got Mario Tennis Aces, which is a personal favorite. I am a big sports fan. I played varsity tennis all throughout high school, and I think Mario Tennis Aces is a great competitive multiplayer game, whether you love tennis or not. It's just got crispy controls, great character roster that expanded tremendously with DLC, got a single-player mode, got co-op, and really fun online tournaments. This one is $41.99. Again, 30% off. That is a great price. We usually don't see the game go this cheap. I don't think you're going to ever get these titles down in like the $20, $30 range, at least not for years. So $41.99, I think that's a great price point. I love this game, and it's very, very solid as long as you've got a buddy to battle with. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. This game saw a little hate when it launched at $60 because that was more expensive than the original release on Wii U for $50. Now you can grab it though for $41.99, 30% off, and it's a phenomenal game. It is amazing platforming action. It's the best side-scrolling stuff Nintendo has done in some time. It's a better side-scrolling platformer than like New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I said it. DK beats Mario, at least this time. I cannot wait to see once Donkey Kong Country hits the Nintendo Switch Online service with the SNES games, and where they take the franchise from here. Because remember, this is a port from the Wii U. DK has not made a true appearance on Switch yet, but in the meantime, this game's phenomenal. It's those silhouette stages, though, that steal the show. You gotta experience them for yourself. The soundtrack is great, the characters are great, and I love me some minecart action. Now, there are actually more first-party Nintendo games, if you can believe it, and we'll get to those a little later in the video. But first, today's video is sponsored by Hypercharge Unboxed, which is actually one of the games I was gonna talk about as part of this sale. It's currently 30% off, down to $13.99, and features an awesome blend of horde mode, co-op defense, and competitive FPS gameplay. This one is like Toy Story meets Guns on Switch, and features super smooth controls, impressively pretty visuals, and it's one of those games that has gotten better and better since launch. I love stories like this. Hypercharge Unboxed already features PvP, co-op, online, split screen, and even with pandemic delays, their small but mighty team is hard at work on lots more content. And it's all free, which is what we love here. They've already added new modes, quality of life updates, addressed replayability, improved unlocks, and now we're focused on expanding the single player side of things as the year moves on. Animal Crossing, take notice. This genre doesn't get tons of love on the system even in year 4, so this is an easy recommendation for something colorful, creative, fun and polished. I really enjoyed playing a bunch of the game. It's those big environments like a toy store, a backyard, a kitchen, and you're just a toy, so they're larger than life. Those really do it for me. They're super cool. So make sure to click the link in the description below to check this game out. SNIPPERCLIPS is a cheaper Nintendo game and one that surprisingly stole so many hearts, including my own and Gabe's, at the Switch launch. It's $13.99. That puts it at 30% off. Phenomenal co-op game. This is like the ideal quarantine game, the perfect summer, slower paced game that still will require brain power, cooperation. It's a great way to get to know someone like on a date or something, or you're just a friend or a family member, or if you haven't seen someone in a long time. There's a lot of coordination required, but they're still simplistic enough to be enjoyable by all ages. SNIPPERCLIPS is amazing. I love it. Nintendo did fantastic. There's a demo if you need to try it out, but $13.99 is a really recommendable price. OVERWATCH Legendary Edition. There's other companies that want to give you some goodies as well. This one coming in from the fine folks at Blizzard for $20. That's 50% off. I think that's a great price for Overwatch on Switch. I don't know what the player base is like these days. I don't know how skilled they are, but I think $20 is the sweet spot to get in on this action before Overwatch 2 drops probably next year, maybe later this year, but I'm guessing with all the delays and stuff, this is a 2021 title, so you got some time to skill up and find your favorite characters. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, one of the best ports on Switch, and kind of putting the Outer Worlds to shame in terms of quality of conversion, is $41.99. That's 30% off. A great price if you haven't played The Witcher, or if you have played The Witcher, and you want to just play it again on the go. They did wonderful work over here with this game. I'm really excited for Cyberpunk. 2077 comes out in less than 100 days, and it's not coming to Switch. I don't know that it'll ever come to Switch, but did anyone think The Witcher 3 would come to Switch? I don't know. Did anyone think it would do this well on Switch and look this good and play this strong? I don't know. So one can hope. But right now, pretty good price point for a freaking legendary game. CUPHEAD is legendary to me. I love the art style. I think this is skill-based, side-scrolling gameplay to the maximum. It's like Dark Souls with cute guys that like hot cocoa and tea. Also, the devil. But CUPHEAD is $14.99, 25% off. Microsoft said, hey, Nintendo. Hey, Miyamoto. What do you think about our games? And Nintendo was like, sign us up. I can't wait to see if there ever actually is a Halo or a Gears title on the system. But right now, you got games like CUPHEAD absolutely crushing it. Deliciously difficult co-op and single player. This is a must-own. One of the best indies on the eShop. Get it now. Overcooked 2 is one of my personal favorite picks on the entire Switch. Not talking eShop, not talking cart, not talking single player, multiplayer. One of the best games of the last decade. I said it. $14.99. That puts it at 40% off. This is a gem. If you don't have it, it's phenomenal, cooperative, but also antagonistic action. Crazy kitchens, building recipes, another great date night game, or one to play with family members, friends, even solo, but it's not anywhere near as good solo. You got to get the goofs going on, and I like it online. I love it, couch co-op, and they've added so much content and DLC. It's just a fantastic package. It's literally perfect. I don't know what they'll do for Overcooked 3. It's literally the perfect Switch game. Grab it. Slay the Spire, you know I like my card deck building titles. This one's $16.74. That puts it at 33% off. And you'll roll your way through these dungeons, building your deck, improving your arsenal, and trying to take down a bunch of really oddly drawn enemies. It's so much fun. It has spawned so many lookalikes, but this is the OG. I'm so glad it's on Switch, and that's a great price point. 25, I don't know, 25 has always felt a little high to me. I mean, it's quality, don't get me wrong. 25 has felt a little high, so I like $16.74 quite a bit. Dead Cells, similar deal, $18.74. That puts it at 25% off. Another incredible game. This one going Roguevania on you. It's got a lot of cool content. It's had updates, and it plays really well on Switch. It's like another perfect Switch game. Oh, it's like this, and I know the Gungeon and Celeste. You can't go wrong. $18.74, a nice price point for Dead Cells. And if you like roguelites in any capacity, you got to check this out. It's fantastic. Back on the first-party train trail, though, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, my friends, $41.99, down 30%. This is not like one of my... If you're going to list out the Switch games you should get, this isn't one that I would put up there. But it is a 4-player co-op Mario game with really fun challenge modes. There's a lot of levels. I don't like this as much as Donkey Country Tropical Freeze. I don't like this as much as the forthcoming, heavily rumored Mario 3D World Deluxe, but it's still Mario. It's still pretty good, and $42 feels a lot better than $60. It's sold incredibly well. It's great if you have younger siblings, younger kids, or just want to relive kind of the OG days of Mario. I don't think this is a bad game in any way, but I would not pick it over the others I listed at the top. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, on the other hand, down 30% to $27.99, is recommendable. This game doesn't go on sale very often. It is a Wii U port, but they awesomely added new content to help represent the current era of Nintendo games. There's Mario Odyssey type stuff and some really fun ones in here. I love this game a lot. I think it's a stellar strong title. It's very odd in that you can't jump. It's a great puzzler though. It's unique. It's not like the typical puzzler. It does things in a completely unique way. It's almost like there's a snow globe. You're set inside it and then you have to solve the little level by rotating around and moving cutie Captain Toad and Captain Toadette. I think you owe it to yourself to play this one. It's a great price point. Good chance to get in. There is a demo if you need to give it a chance. Kirby Star Allies is also $41.99. Also has a demo. Also 30% off. And a game that started off a little slow, but amped itself up with DLC and updates. It is a pretty freaking phenomenal Kirby experience now in 2020. It's, again, a little bit of a lighter fare type title. You're going to enjoy it with some younger players or just having more of a calm journey through the game. It's not going to really push you too much, but it does have co-op. It does allow single player. It's got extra modes and a lot of cool characters. Very pretty graphics. Ooh, I like this one a lot. If it was between this and New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, I'm saying Kirby Star Allies at this point. Box Boy plus Box Girl is fantastic. eShop Nintendo at its finest. I wish they put out more titles like this. More $10, $15, $20 titles. Even if it was like Mario vs. DK or like some sort of top-down old school Zelda. I don't know. Give us something very cool that could exist on the eShop for a cheaper Nintendo published product. Box Boy Box Girl is $6.99 down from $10. That's 30% off. There is a demo. This is a puzzler for you and a friend. It's a lot of fun, simplistic graphics, but really strong puzzle gameplay. This series excelled on their recent handhelds, and now it's on Switch. Gotta love it. Crash Team Racing NITRO-FUELED. You guys know I have a soft spot for this game, so at $23.99, 40% off. I am recommending the heck out of it. If you're done with Mario Kart, if you've played a lot, if you are looking for more racing action and maybe even want a single player racer, like you don't have the friends, you're kind of sick of dealing with online, this has a really strong story mode. It's not going to, win any awards for plot, but the purpose of beating a bunch of races with perfection and then challenging a boss, it's really challenging, really tough. And the bad rap that this game got at the top when it first launched is only because people weren't ready for the difficulty. But if you can size up the competition and boost your skills, it's such a good racer and it looks really good on Switch. I love this one a lot. Dragon Quest XI-S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition is also 30% off, $41.99. You guys know I'm not a big JRPG fan. Gabe loves JRPGs. I know a lot of you love the genre, and this is a fairly new title with a long demo, the opportunity to convert the progress into the game, and just a magical adventure in the Dragon Quest universe. So I won't say too much since it's not my cup of tea, but I know a lot of you are going to be chugging this deal. My Pedro Blood Bullets Bananas is $11.99. That puts that 40% off. I think this is a very above average eShop indie. And if you like the idea of spiraling through the air, shooting everybody in sight, boosting your score, and doing bad things with bananas, then man, this might be for you. It's not my favorite, but I like the price point. Nearly 50% off, down to $12. I think it's totally worth it at that level. DOWNWELL is 99 cents. Here is our cheap deal of the day. And I love this game. It's been on phones. It's been on other platforms. It's great on Switch. It is a vertical drop till you stop roguelite. It's got very limited mechanics, but you will acquire new weapons. You progress as far as you can go. It's very difficult. It's very fun. It's very quick. You got gun boots. It's really good. This is a Devolver Digital joint. They've got a lot of amazing titles on Switch, and I really like DOWNWELL. I believe you can play the Switch vertically with this game, which is always interesting to me. It's like there's a few games that allow you to swap the screen and throw it on its edge, which is interesting. But I love DOWNWELL. 99 cents, like you're not going to drop a better dollar today. So just get it. It's very good. It's really addictive. And even if you just play it for like 30 minutes, you definitely got your 99 pennies worth. Hotline Miami Collection is also on a pretty darn good sale, down to $8.74 from $25. That puts it at 65% off, giving you both Hotline Miami games for some click, boom action through psychedelic environments and masked mayhem. It's a really good game. You guys know about Hotline Miami. You got to be nearly perfect. You got to go in there and get the job done and lay carnage in this very quirky, crazy storyline. I mean, $4 for each Hotline Miami is a great price point. $8.74 is really good. $25 seems like a lot to me because games have been out for a while. And, even though they're fairly new to Switch, I believe they came out, 2019, last summer. Man, I feel a lot better recommending this at $8.74. It's one of the OG Devolver Digital joints, and I think helped launch them into the, wow, we need to pay attention to the games that they put forth. So I recommend this highly. Last but not least is Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Lonely Co-op. You can play this one as both brothers by yourself for $10.49. That's 30% off. It is an emotional, supercharged journey. Now, they do allow 2 players on the Switch version, but I recommend playing this by yourself to feel the impact and the emotional task and toll, honestly, of guiding these 2 brothers through this experience. It is a very moving game. It's got fun puzzles. It challenges your brain because it's a little quirky to control both characters using both sticks, not for one dude, but for 2 dudes and solving puzzles in that way. I like this game a lot. A lot of people like this game. It is an indie from the last era, but one that still holds up to this day and finds itself a nice sweet spot on Switch to play on the go. A really beautiful list. A lot of wonderful stuff. You guys know I'm a big Nintendo fan, so it's going to be the first party stuff like Mario Party, Mario Tennis Aces, and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze that I recommend wholeheartedly. But I'm loving Overcooked 2 for $15. I really also like Slay the Spire at $16.74. You know I'm a big fan of Captain Toad at $28. Box Boy at $7 might be honestly one of the best deals of the day because you can get something quirky, new, and Nintendo for fairly cheap. You got Crash, you got My Friend Pedro, Downwell is a steal. I mean, it's a super great list. Maybe the best sales list we have seen to date on the channel. Let me know what games you guys are interested in picking up in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and are always excited about Switch sales like me. It's always fun to find out what games are cheap so we don't have to splurge, so we can save our money for that PS5. Make sure to check out XP Force. It feels so good to finally say that. Link in the description down below, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Make sure you're staying safe and staying healthy out there. I love you all so much. Thanks for being a part of this channel and a part of my life. Until next time, stay safe. Thanks again. SwitchForce out.